June 16th, The Flash. It's been all over posters for the last 6 months, if not a year. The projection is $70 million for The Flash. Is that high? Is that low? Do you expect more? And also, we're getting $35 million projection for Disney Pixar's latest film coming out as well. What are your thoughts on box office projections for this weekend?
So if we're going to start with The Flash, I think The Flash is a pretty decent number. I think considering that it's coming out Father's Day weekend, you have Michael Keaton back, and you're going to have all the dads wanting to go see the new Flash movie with their kids because they're excited to see this movie. And I do feel that a lot of people do know. I mean, hopefully that this is going to reset the DC universe in some way. I mean, they've been really hyping this up. I also think having the Flash is one of the biggest superhero characters of all time. Like, I think everybody knows who the Flash is, and he's finally getting his own superhero film. I don't know how big this movie will be because we did see with Shazam Fury of the Gods where the box office of that movie just continued to stumble with the projections as the weekend went along. So we could see the same thing happen here. But when we do have the Father's Day weekend and Michael Keaton being marketed very heavily along with Supergirl and Michael Shannon as General Zod, I think this is a pretty decent number. I think a lot of people are excited for it, but I could see it dropping to 60 million. I don't know if it will actually go higher, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that the numbers on such a big weekend where school is finally out for pretty much everyone in the country, pandemic's largely over, everyone should be theoretically going back to theaters, and the projections for this weekend, the Flash has been getting so much publicity, and it is a good film. The review on your channel's already out. I've already seen this as well. I saw it at CinemaCon. I love this film, so I was a little bit shocked that it was only getting projections for $70 million, and that a Disney Pixar movie is only getting a $35 million projection for this weekend. So here we are, the biggest movie month of the year in June, and everyone's out of school, and everything should be back to normal, and we're not getting huge numbers, which shocks me a little bit.
I actually just put out my review because I had an early screening for it last night, and I thought the movie was good, but I do feel the marketing for this movie really hasn't been all that great considering that it is Disney, it's Pixar, and it's $200 million budget. So you would think like they're going to market the hell out of this movie, and I really feel like they haven't. I also think that this movie is going to get hurt a little bit by its early embargo drop. The reviews have been okay, but I think when you have a movie like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and The Little Mermaid, who are just other movies that people are really excited to see, that I think younger audiences or just families are going to go to those movies instead. And I also think with Elemental having the Disney brand and with having Pixar movies be on Disney Plus for the past couple of years, I think people are just like, you know what, I'll just wait to go on Disney Plus. Like, there's no reason for me to actually go see it in the theater. And I completely get it because a lot of people have been doing that with a lot of Disney releases like Strange World that bombed last year or Lightyear that bombed as well. So I'm very curious of how Elemental will do in the course of the summer because I don't think it'll have a big opening, but it could have a little bit of a spark.
Lightyear being a bomb. Surprisingly, Pixar usually bats 1,000, so viewing habits may have changed, and especially when you're talking about buying 3, 4, or 5 movie tickets for an entire family to go see a movie, saying, let's wait a month and watch it on Disney Plus, which I'm sure most families probably have a subscription to. Wait a month for it to come on Disney Plus, because honestly, if going to the movie for 5 people costs you $100, what's waiting a month?